This is A.D. Roberts. Welcome to Better Is Now, the podcast. I believe we live in a world filled with limitless possibilities, and in this world we are all looking to feel, do, and to be better. From that limitlessness, gentle nudges arise to remind us of our own possibilities. Today's nudge is about to begin right now.
Hello and welcome to the Better Is Now, the podcast. This is going to be great today. We're trying something really new because this is our first show for the new year. So welcome to 2022, and I'm so excited today because I'm actually not alone. I actually have, by virtue of Zoom today, we have this beautiful young woman from New York. She is in Brooklyn, but she is originally from the Boogie Down, from the Bronx. And we want to bring her on in. Her name is Oshun Fonke, and she is an amazing spirit. I've had the chance to spend most of the afternoon with her today. And let me tell you, she is the real deal. She is a clairvoyant. She is a spiritual healer. And she brings such a lovely and warm and beautiful energy to this planet. So I just want to welcome her, and y'all give her a warm welcome and all of the thumbs up and all of that kind of stuff. Hey, girl, good to have you on today.
Hey, hello. Bird, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. It's been a pleasure, and we was going, guys. We was talking for hours. I would have kept going. So, I feel the same way. He's a really loving, honest, bright spirit as well. And you guys, he's here to teach you. Like he said, I am a spiritualist. From what I get is, if you believe in success, you have to believe in yourselves. Okay? That's the first thing I wanted to get out just to start it. But okay, hi.
But no, listen. So this is what we're gonna do. I really want to know how did you discover that you had this beautiful gift, first and foremost?
Honestly, it was a feeling. I used to always tell my cousin, like, me and him used to have conversations. Like, we're gifted. We're magic. We can do magic. Okay? We are something powerful. We never knew exactly what we were, what we could do. It was just a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But he was already into tarot readings. So one day he bought me my own for me and my mom. And after that, it was just like I felt this connection. Everything that I pulled was so accurate that it was like, what is this?
Wow.
What am I doing here? Like, that's what I used to ask myself. I was only 16 years old, and, I'm 28 right now. So back then, spirituality was taboo. It was way more demonized than it is now in 2022, where it's more accepting. You can see and know, oh, he's into spiritual stuff, she's into spiritual stuff, just by the things that they say, crystals, the things that they wear. Sometimes you can know who's on the path and who's not. Back then, it wasn't like that. It was like, oh, she do some stuff, stay away from her. Like, so it was scary. It was really, really, really scary. And I wasn't sure of what I was doing. So I stopped. And then I continued as my life got a little more hectic as I got older. Trying to figure out, what is this? And I got led back to the tarot cards. And it was more like, here, this is what you need. This is what you're missing. I picked it up again, and You know, I was in a relationship and just my own trauma, my own toxicities, because we all have toxic ways. Nobody is perfect. Let's just get that clear. We all have a duality. We all have a dark side and a light side, you know, and all of that kind of buries your gifts after a while. The
Okay.
more trauma you experience, the more you close off to who you are at the core. Just like
How
they said.
Stay right there. How much of that season in your life, that tough season, that being embarrassed of your gift, how much of that shaped or pushed you into who you have become?
All of it. Because then it's like I was ignoring my intuition. Okay. So it's all into conform into society to be more acceptable, to be more liked so that you're not isolated, you know? So it was a lot of that. I want to say it was majority of my life. I want to say the last 5 years out of 28 years has been more peaceful. More in a sense too, it's more of I want to prove them wrong. Those who made me feel like, because there were times when I was myself and hey, this is what I do, and you know, I was rejected. I felt it. People pushed me away. So it was more of now of, you know, listen, this is what I was trying to teach you. This is where I'm going. This is how I did it. This is nothing to be afraid of.
Mhm. Why why do
You
you
know,
think
so
in your world, what were the things that what the energies that pushed you, that guided you, um, that let you know that it was okay and to not be afraid?
when I was going through my own depression. So I have 3 children, like I stated. So it's like I was so worn out and tired that I couldn't even get out of my bed. Like my kids was running reckless in my house, and I'm just like, I didn't even have energy to get up. And my mom would actually have to come and assist me,
Mhm.
help me take care of my children, cook, clean up my house for me, because she was going through the same experience as well. She was going through her awakening as well. There's different forms of awakening. You can awaken at different points in your life because every day you're growing. So you're awakening to a different level of yourself. So, you know, she understood. And one day she got tired. And she was like, listen, I'm taking you to the doctor. You need to go and seek therapy and see what's going on with you. So I did the therapy and I was prescribed some medication for depression and severe anxiety. So I had the option to take them if I wanted to. So I had the bottle and I kept thinking to myself, like, you know, you can either take one of these pills and this all goes away, or you fight. What are you gonna do? But I kept telling myself, but just know if you take one of these pills, it's over for you. I didn't know what I meant, but I knew what I meant, you know? So confirmation. That was when I just said, you know, I'm done. I poured it down the toilet. I didn't look back. that point there was when I knew, listen, I don't care what anybody say about me. I don't care how scared I get. I'm going to figure this out. Because I learned throughout my progress of learning about and researching about spirituality, sucks to say, those are some of the symptoms of awakening.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a deeper meaning to the things that I was actually going through. It was something spiritual that I didn't see or understand because I was blocking and closing it off. Not because of myself, because I loved who I am. I wanted to be able to be here and be like, hey, I do this and I do that freely. But I was trying to make other people comfortable.
Mm.
When I stopped looking for their approval and just been like, listen, Tanea, this is before I became Oshun Funke. Tanea, you have to fight. And that's what it was for me. I was
Beautiful.
fighting for my younger child, the one who got pushed away, the one that I did to myself. I pushed myself away as well. So it's like, when you forgive others, you must forgive yourself.
Mm.
Even if you can't find the power and courage to forgive others, you must forgive that motivation to move and go and keep going, regardless of what anybody has done, said, or felt about you. And all of the things that I learned while I was in my depression phase. So it was more that I picked up than the sadness, than the loneliness and the worry. It's about perception and perspective, and how you look at things.
That
So
that is that statement is so powerful, because even for myself, that dark night of the soul, and understanding that your life, to great degree, in one part, is about how you look at it, how you see your perception and your perspective, your vantage point. How are you looking at your life really dictates how you experience your life. And when you understand that your life materializes out of the reality that is fixed upon your perspective and not anybody else's, the world outside of us is not fixed. It is the world inside of us that is the projection outside, that we kind of like watch the movie of our own mind by looking outwardly. And so when you're having that dark night of the soul and you're having that spiritual awakening, the awakening is not this beautiful fluffy thing that you think it's going to be. That awakening, because I know I experienced it myself, it was going through the depression, and it was going through the anxiety and the uncertainty about life and not knowing what the next step was. And what it did for me is it forced me inward. It forced me to not look outside of myself for the answers, but to focus inwardly for the answers. So for someone who has a clairvoyant gift, I know, that's where we want to, I want to get to that part. I want to get to that part because that's the exciting stuff for me, because the gift that you have, let me tell y'all, this gift that she has is unreal. I'm going to tell you, when I tell you she is dead on to the point where it could be scary if you're easily frightened. But we had a chance.
Scares me too,
guys. I take that. We actually sat there and had a chance to talk for a couple of hours today before we taped today, and there were things that there's no way she could have known or should have known that it's not on Facebook, it's not on social media, it's on none of those places. These are things, realities that are deep within the recesses of this brain and in the private aspects of my life, that this young woman was able to say, okay, AD, this and this. What is the process that you go through energetically? What is the process that you go through to allow you to form these visions so that you can share your clairvoyant experience or whatever with someone?
That's a really good question because I never actually thought about that because it just comes so natural.
Mm.
Like, I could be standing next to somebody and I can hear one of their ancestors or their spirit guides like, listen, can you tell this person if they don't stop doing this, this is gonna happen? And there's times where I don't want to be like, hey, I'm hearing somebody tell me to tell you this. It's just natural to me. Like when they say, like, people like myself, we're vessels, it is naturally true. Like I get channeled out of nowhere. Like,
so it's almost like it's like being tuned into Wi-Fi all of the time.
literally, like you and I have never had a conversation other than, hey, I would like you to be a guest. This is what I'm trying to do. Okay, boom, I'll speak to you this time. Hey, how's the weather? We literally talked about the weather before we got on the phone. And then once we got on the phone, I just started channeling spirits, go, 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 go. And even when we connected and we wrote each other, they were speaking then to me and telling me like, hey, this is what he needs to do. They were even then telling me what you to do. So it's like, when you allow yourself to be open, because that's what it is. I allow them. I'm more than open. I give them the energy and the space. Listen, anything that needs to be told, I'm here. As long as y'all protect me, protect my vessel, protect my energy from anything other than us for the highest good for whoever's around me, we good. And I've been blessed. This is one of my blessings here, just to be here talking to you, for me doing the work that I've been doing. Thank you.
I have one more question. What if you were to give your life's mantra, if you were to give your, the guiding words that you say to yourself or that come to you over and over and over again, that lead the path or prepare the path for your life every day, what would that be?
Beautiful. I am beautiful. I am loving. I am caring. I am grateful. The spiritual fulfillment should be the first priority because that's how you get to actually keep things. When you're not spiritually grateful, when you don't spiritually appreciate who you are or just things in general, just for the air you breathe or the tree outside or anything, the things that you take for granted are the things that are most fulfilling. So I am Oshun Funke. And, I am about love. So the more love that I give, the more blessings I receive. And that's what I try and focus on. I was never materialistic growing up. My mom didn't have it all. She provided, but I wasn't like everybody else wearing Jordans and stuff. I was wearing Nike and New Balance. And I was comfortable, but I would also get bullied. So now as an adult, learning through the spirituality, that also helped me heal that aspect of my life and what I went through. So I understand that materials aren't everything. And that's who I live by to this day and what I live by. We need money to live, obviously, but to me, the greatest satisfaction, the greatest blessing, the greatest feeling that I get is just saying, hey, what's up? I love you. Hey, how you doing? Where you going? You want to hang out? Let's spend some time together. You want some ice cream? How are you feeling? Tell me your emotions. What's going on with your mental? That's what I care about. So those were the mantras that actually helped me to get here.
in my experience, it's always it is about the energy and the feeling of whatever it is that you're trying to experience or what you're trying to attract into your space. It's not, it's the journey to, it's the steps that you take each day to get to where it is that you're trying to go. Because here's the thing, once you arrive at that destination, then what? You're ready for the next adventure. So that success that the success that you gained yesterday, that's not going to be your success for today. You're going to be your nature, your very nature is expansion and expansive, because who you are is so much larger than this physical form. Who you are is limitless, is boundless. Who you really are. You are a beautiful, eternal spirit that is having this human experience, this human experience in this earth suit. And it's so much more fluid than we think. This experience is so much more malleable than we think. It's not fixed. We believe that it's fixed. We believe that this world is out there and it's fixed, but so much that's in our space is all predicated by what's on the inside and what we feel. So that being your guiding mantra, being loved, being empowered, being beautiful, being giving, being thankful, and using gratitude. People don't understand that gratitude is a beautiful tool to attract that energy of gratitude. And don't find yourself being grateful for something that you haven't physically experienced yet, but you've taken yourself into the presence of that moment of actually having the thing, and you're thankful for it even before you even physically have it in your hands. That is how you attract it into your space. So you're absolutely right. It is not about going after the money all of the time. Now, is money good? Yeah, it's right up there next to air. Trust me when I tell you. You have to have it in this third dimensional reality. The thing is, how do you get there? And I think, you being a spiritual healer, and at the age that you are, you've seen so much and you have experienced so much that has helped to hone this beautiful spirit that, in this lifetime is destined to do major things. And listen, she's going to be back on here again really soon. And we're going to have some fun, because there's always something that Spirit is always trying to talk to you. Spirit is always trying to help you. The universe is like rallying behind you, saying, yes, this right here, move this way, do that. You're headed in the right direction. And you get those winks all of the time.
Or no, turn around, turn left.
See,
you can't forget the nose too.
That's why she's gonna be on the show again. Because I'm the consummate optimist. That's just who I am. And but you gotta have somebody that says, AD, yeah, that sounds good, but nah, that's not. That's gonna go.
Come on, man. Come on. Where the duality at?
It's the duality. Let that be the case. Listen, thank you so much, Oshun. Thank you so much for being on with me today.
Thank you, AD. Thank you.
And I appreciate your energy.
I'm grateful.
Yeah, I appreciate your time, your energy, and I'm thankful for your gift. And listen, if you guys want to connect, her information is on the screen right now. If you want to connect with her, what's the best way? Is it email, messenger?
You could just message me right on Facebook. This is my life, literally. Like, I have people who just call me just to talk to me for hours. Like what me and you did earlier, I have hundreds of people. Exaggerating, that's manifest. I got hundreds of people calling me. Yeah. That's how y'all do that, okay?
No, trust me when I tell you.
You believe it, you get it.
her gift preceded her, because I have, I have friends, close personal friends, who referred her to me. It was like, AD, you got to talk to her, you got to talk to her, you got to talk to her. And, I had been sharing that I wanted to expand the scope of, the Better Is Now experience, and have people on, and to have you on, the first person of 2022. I think that is setting the tone, because, if you have questions about your life, sometimes, messages that come to us really aren't messages that we haven't heard. You already know. Sometimes you just need a little confirmation. You need confirmation. And one of the things that I know that Oshun brings to the table is that confirmation, confirming the thing that you have already seen for yourself, seen for your life. And
some guidance, some
direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and will expound greatly without question. So listen, the word for this week is trust. As the only way that she can do what she does is she has to trust her gift. So I want you to trust your gift, trust your vision, trust the thing that you have seen for yourself and what you've seen for your life, because it is big, and there's something that is working through you in an amazing way that wants to push and grow and expand and to be, because that's your nature. You're infinite. You're bigger than this earth suit. So listen, you've been listening to AD, and Oshun has been on. I just want to thank her again for coming on. And listen, guys, you know what to do. Like this, share, comment, all of that. Please share this with your friends. Somebody needs to hear these inspiring words, especially when you understand that as you are moving towards the place in your life where you want to be, it really, it's not gonna always be a bed of roses. It may be challenging, it may be difficult, but you can and will get there in due time, in due season. Just be patient with yourself, love yourself, and embrace the journey, because that's what it's all about. Because better is now. I will see you next time.
This is AD Roberts, and you have been listening to Better Is Now, the podcast. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for awesome programs and inspiring publications. Also, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to this podcast on your favorite platform like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or our very own Anchor. See you next time.